It's Friday night, live from Nick's Garage, and I'm your host, Nick Penerides. Here it is on a Friday night here in my shop. Very unusual. It's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and this is my shop. No new cars in, no other cars gone out, except for the Dodge Dart that we just finished, was delivered yesterday. But besides that, it's a spooky shop. Here it is, 7 o'clock. Can't believe it that there's no one here but you viewers. So here we are. I wanted to stay here tonight, of course, just George, my cameraman, and myself at social distance. So we said, let's make a little video tonight for you guys. I'm sure you're all staying home day after day, and of course you've seen enough on TV, on the news, and this and that. So maybe you want to see something different. So here we are tonight hosting my shop. Not much happened this week, but I'm just going to give a few details what we've done, and then after that, I'm going to go into the computer and answer as many questions as I can. I got a list with a few in it from Instagram and a few from email, this and that, but I'll get to those first, and then after that, I'm going to get on the chat with you people. And as you can see, there's not much we've done, even of course, this vehicle is ready. It's going to be ready for delivery as of next week. This Hemi that we finished dyno testing with a big 140 horsepower, it's ready for delivery. Working on the Barracuda. We've done the differential ratio exchange. That's done. We have a header leak to fix, which is off right here on the table. We got to get some special header gaskets, which hopefully I could get them because some parts come in, some parts don't come in. So I come here during the week. If I have a part, I might work on a car. And if I don't, I'll stay home, just like you guys. But I can only do one thing at a time. And Vasily comes in once in a while. Well, if I have a part to do, put on a car, if we have a thing, it sometimes takes a while to install. So I got Vasily here, one and only, and myself. And then we take it from there. And of course, we have the other cars that we're still waiting for parts. This one here waiting for pieces. This one here waiting for pieces. The Pierre's Roadrunner, still waiting for the heater box. Did not receive it. Matter of fact, I have to go to Ontario and pick it up. It's a pretty big item. So anyways, I'm going to see if I could go one day. But then again, the border between Quebec and Ontario is a lockdown because they don't want people traveling, which I don't blame them. With this COVID-19, has changed the world around us. And of course, if you guys want to take a look in the dining room, everybody was asking me, what do you have in the dining room? Well, like I was saying before, take a look. Not much going on over here. I had a 3D3 stroker Chevy engine that came in from an outsider just to dyno test it and left with it. Did pretty good horsepower. He did practically 500 horsepower on a small block Chevy, which is pretty good. It was an old engine. He just brought it in, just wanted to see it run. We delivered it the other day. We didn't do much video on it. But anyways, then we also had our screen installed with Manny a couple of days ago. So we had time to do that. And besides that, that's about it. Then I had other things I'm waiting for, which I'll take a walk over to the engine room and take a look.
We'll see a little bit of that 383 on Monday.
Yes. By the way, that Chevy 383 stroker, it's the upcoming video on Monday. Take a look, you guys. It's what it does. And I've had this transmission. I don't know if you guys remember, it was in pieces on the stable. I didn't make a video on it, but I put it all together for Sylvain, and here it is. It's completely ready for installation. So I had it, bought a kit, I overhauled it, freshened it, and here it is, ready for installation. And of course, I've got another 440 here. It's another one of mine. And I was thinking of doing something different with this. It's going to be another test mule engine for the shop, because my brother and I wanted to keep an engine in the shop to keep it all the time. Since the first one is in my Kawasaki Challenger, I left it there for now, so we decided to build another one. So when I could get parts for this, I'll get going on it in the future. And then I wanted to do the 440 Magnum, that's the matching motor to my Kawasaki Challenger. And of course, the machinist is on a lockdown, so this is not going to go anywhere. So this is going to stay here.
So not to be confused with this other 440.
No, so yeah, so I've got a 440 here that belongs to my Challenger. And this is going to be another test mule engine for my shop. This is going to be pretty interesting. I have some plans for it, but anyways, we'll talk about that in the future. In the meantime, I've been working on Frank's Hemi from Wakefield, Massachusetts. I'm going to answer it in a minute. Had the intake manifold cleaned out. We sandblasted the timing chain cover. I've located him a water pump housing. And I've put in his short block. I assembled his short block right here.
Reading out the phone number over the internet, Nick. We don't want that.
No. Anyways, this is the engine. This is the engine that belongs to Frank. I'll just turn it over. Frank, if you're watching, this is your engine. We've got the crank installed. We installed the pistons. I installed the oil pump. And then now, slowly but surely, we're going to put it together. I've ordered a camshaft for it today with the lifters. And we're going to start putting it together slowly. I'm waiting for a lot of little pieces to come in. I've got the pieces from Mancini that you've ordered. I've got some parts in stock. And this is going to be pretty interesting to put on the dyno. The reason why, let me just close this.
Sorry, guys. We should turn that off before we start.
Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is going to be pretty interesting. I got a 426 Hemi here. And I was talking to Frank. I wanted to do some testing on the dynamometer. This is going to be really interesting. I've got an original set of heads from Chrysler, a set of aluminum heads, and of course another set of cast iron. And these cast iron belong to Frank. And then we said, you know, we're going to put this on a dynamometer, but I want to get the way it is. We're going to finish it off. We're going to start it up with the aluminum set of heads. They're supposed to be the same heads, except one set is aluminum, one is cast iron, and they're both from Chrysler. I'm going to start with the aluminum set of heads, make a dyno test, and of course we're going to put this all on video for all of you guys to watch. And then we're going to run it, try to get the maximum horsepower with the aluminum heads. And then after that, with everything, the same cam, same pistons and everything, we're going to remove the cylinder heads and then put on the cast iron heads. And of course, we will also use the same intake manifold, 2 full barrels from Elderbrock. And that's going to be pretty interesting. I don't know what it's going to make, what kind of power, but it's going to be fun to watch. So once I get everything all set up, once it goes on the dynamometer, I call George in, and we're going to make a video on this so everybody can enjoy it to watch. And of course, we want to see the difference between aluminum and cast iron and all the changes. So it's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, we like the comparison videos.
Yes, and then I've got the Ford FE 427 right here. This is a pretty engine that's been here for a while. We want to put on the dynamometer and put it to the pace. The only problem I have right now is I don't have a set of headers for it. My client's ordered a set, cannot find them. They haven't put them into production yet because the place that's going to make them, they're closed right now. But in the meantime, if anybody's around Montreal that has a set that can lend me, I'll be more than glad to borrow them and come and pick them up, I should say, and put them on a dyno so we start testing this. And this, I don't know what kind of horsepower it's going to make. This, I believe, from the factory, 1967, 4-barrel. A 427, 1967. It's 390 horsepower from what I know. So I want to put a set of headers on it. And it's got the Performer RPM. It's got a hydraulic cam with a 520 lift. And of course, these heads were ported out. I don't know what kind of power it's going to make. I really don't know. I like to put on the dyno and see what it does, because I have no idea what this is going to do. So this could be pretty interesting to see. I can't wait to get this on a dynamometer, that's for sure. And of course, this is the one we want to put a boost on it, because we wanted to see if the sensor is going to hold up to the cylinder walls with 40 overbore. And of course, my client knows that very well. We're going to run it at high temperatures, rev it up a bit, put it to the pace, and see how well it goes.
Nice. I already saw somebody in the comments said they'd ship them to you. I hope they're serious.
Okay. Anyways, everybody has my address. I mean, everybody will know. And if I get a set of headers, by the time my client gets them, I don't know when. This is not a rush model, rush project that he's doing a restoration. But anyways, if I get a set of headers, I'd love to put them on and, of course, get it going on the dynamometer. It'll be pretty fun. It'll be cool. Of course, this will be something else. See, this is going to be interesting. I've never done this before. Aluminum heads versus cast iron on the same engine, same carburation, same cam. So that's going to be something to watch. So once I get all the accessories that I need, I'm going to be slowly putting it together. Cast iron. Of course, I've got to assemble the cylinder heads. I've got to get the right keepers for them, the retainers. I've got to get the correct valve springs to work with the cam. We're not going with a pure stock cam. We want to put a little rumble into it, not too crazy. Of course, my client wants power brakes, doesn't want to add vacuum pumps or anything like that. That's going to be pretty good. I've got also the 346 pack. My client wants to pick it up. He wants to paint the engine one piece and ready for installation to his TA Challenger. That's going to be another one, but that's ready for pickup, and that is done. Then I got this Ford engine over here. That's going to be with a Pro Charger on it. We wanted to install his intake manifold, but we cannot put it on because it's hitting the valve covers. He's got me a set of valve covers that are very tall. But anyways, he's looking for another set that he just located that are much lower so I can install that intake manifold. So that's another project to be done on the dynamometer. So I've got a few engines lining up, and that's going to be pretty interesting. So let's go on the chat to see. I want to answer a few questions I've got here beforehand, because I've got a lot of viewers, because I'm not seeing any clients anymore, but I've been more in contact with you viewers. I've had emails, I've been reading comments, I've got a lot of phone calls. So with this virus going on, I feel like I've been in touch with all you guys on YouTube. So this is something that I really appreciate. Especially a lot of phone calls this week, let me tell you, from out of town.
A lot of new subscribers have found you too, Nick.
Yes, and I want to thank a lot of new subscribers that came to our channel, and we've been over 3 years here on YouTube. And of course, lately we got a lot of subscribers, and I want to thank you all you guys. It's a lot of catching up to do. If you guys want to go back to the very first video, we got over 150 videos lined up, George?
Something like that now, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
This is our 10th live Friday Night Live.
Yeah, 10th. You hear that, you guys? And here, I got a list of a few questions I want to answer a few guys. I've got the first one I want to answer is from Instagram, 400 Dream. 68, building a 68 440 numbers match RT. Cam, a little better than stock. I've used a lot of, I've done a lot of 440s with a cam a little bit better than the stock cam. And I've used the comp cam. Here, I'll give you the part number. This is the one I've used that works with power brakes. It gives a little bit more power over a stock cam. And the part number is 21-223-4. If you put that cam in, it's a hydraulic flat top head. You have power brakes, gives a little bit more power than a stock cam, and it's great. So take it from there, 400 Dream. Then I got Bobby Golden on Patreon. Nick, I'm planning to build a 440 stroker motor, 500 cubic inches. I would like to use a hydraulic roller cam and a 6-pack carb setup. My target compression is 11 to 11.5. Should I use the Trick Flow 240 heads or the 270? That's a good question, because I tell you what, I've got a 500 cubic inch hydraulic roller cam for Mike from New York that was in here, and that's parked on the side there. I'm waiting for him to recover from the hospital so he can come here so we could put the engine on the dyno. He's got a cylinder, he's got also Trick Flow heads, 240, 500 cubic inch hydraulic roller, but not a 6-pack, but a big 850 full barrel. And you know what, I can't wait to test his motor. So that's, I'm not going to give you the answer right now, because I know you might go with the 270 because it's a 500 cubic inch, but I think the 240, which I have on Mike's motor, is going to do the job. But he's running 11.78 compression ratio. So this is going to be interesting. So Bobby, if you can wait until we dyno test this engine, then I'll give you the answer, or you're going to see the results yourself when we put this live on dyno. Okay.
And thanks for being on Patreon.
And thanks for being on Patreon. Thank you very much. Then we have another one here, Ronald Spies Jr. You have been asked if you have to build any different engines from 273, 318, 318, 440s, and everything. Would you like to rebuild any of these motors? Please contact me. Yes, I will. And one engine I've never rebuilt is a 413. That's an old engine, early 60s, I believe. I've never touched one of those, never built one. I've seen them, never worked on it. But you know what? Working on one of those would be a pleasure, and I will get in contact with you. Thank you.
And the gentleman there says he owns all those engines, and he's ready to let you have any
Oh,
of them to rebuild.
I can see, yeah, he's got a few of them. I've done 273s, I've done a 310s, I've done 340s, 400, but the 413, no, that's one engine on your list that I have not done. And thank you very much, Ronald. I'll keep in touch with you. Then I got Mopar Dave 62 Instagram. I was wondering if you can answer a few questions, point out in the right direction. I followed a 72 Dodge Dart Swinger, but it has a slant 6 as much as I like the slant 6. So do I. It's a great little engine, let me tell you. I would really like to put a nice 360 with about 400 horsepower. What do I need to know? Is it a big job? What do I need to change to make the transition? First of all, you take a simple 360, stroke it. You're going to get easy 400 horsepower. Just take a 360, put a stroker kit. And of course, then if you wanted to install it in your engine without replacing the K-frame, which is a 6-cylinder, get in touch with the Tin the Man or Tim Man or something like that. I don't remember which state he's from. He makes conversion mounts from, I believe, from a 600K member to your 360. Also, Schumacher makes that too. So you have two contacts here, Tim the Man or Schumacher. So you contact these guys. They both have websites. You find these guys. They'll have conversions for you without having any hustles putting the 360 in your 600K frame. There you go.
Would anybody tell him that he's ruining the car by taking out a slant six?
Well, you know
It's an
what?
original engine?
Well, you know what? Everybody has their own personal taste. I love the 360, but you know what? It's rare to see a nice, hopped up, boosted up six-cylinder. You know, like I was telling a friend of mine that he wanted to buy a six-cylinder Challenger 1970 convertible, and he was thinking of putting a 440 in it. And I said, "What are you nuts, man? Leave the six-cylinder, man. Everybody's got a 440. But leave the six-cylinder. It's a genuine. You come down into a car show, you open the hood, and you have a six-cylinder. Now that's rare. And you know, aftermarket, there's a lot of stuff for the big black, big six-cylinder 225. There's a lot of good stuff aftermarket for that. And if you know Tony's, Uncle Tony's Garage, he's good with that. He's done a lot of six-cylinders. Right, and here he is. Uncle Tony's from Tennessee. He's a good man. He's done a lot of six-cylinders, and he calls them a good motor. And you know what? I agree with him. He's a great guy. And, of course, he's got his own YouTube channel. And, Tony, if you're watching, hello there to you, too.
Big up, Uncle Tony.
Take care, Tony. Hey, and here's another one. JDM Scott from Instagram. Hey, do you have a set of Mickey Thompson valve covers for a 440? I could buy them off you for my father's Roadrunner. Scott, there's a set right there for you, buddy.
Look what we have here.
There they are.
Hope he's watching. He's getting thrilled.
I hope you're watching, Scott. I put them on the side for you. Send me an email. Give me your address, and we'll get in touch. So I put them on the side for you, Scott, so you can put them on your father's Roadrunner.
And of course, Scott saw those in a picture
yes.
on your Instagram.
Yeah, I see you.
Official.
I see you saw those valve covers sitting in a box on Instagram official, right? No, that was on community. No, Instagram.
It was Instagram.
Yeah, it was on Instagram. Yeah, those are my valve covers I use when I put over engines and I paint engines, but these were never used. So, anyways, send me an email and we'll get in contact with you, Scott. Thank you. And Walls Jr., Julie, and Bud, Instagram. Back in the day, my wife would do burnouts, and when I'd come home from being out to the sea and have to scrape the rubber off the back underside of my El Camino. Never had a line lock installed on any of my cars.
Isn't that a story?
Yeah.
I think he was in the Navy or something. His picture is a Navy officer.
Okay, so back from the sea, so you're a Navy officer.
He's out keeping the country safe, and the wife's doing burnouts in the El Camino.
With the El Camino, yeah. Okay, two questions. Two questions. Isn't a line lock meant for automatics? And second, how do you disengage the line lock? Well, the line lock was made for both manual transmission and automatic. Matter of fact, it's easier to do a burnout with an automatic transmission. It's harder to do with a manual transmission, but you got 3 pedals to play with. Anyways, it was meant for any type of car, any type of automatic or manual transmission. And to disengage it, it's a push button. It's a momentum switch that you press. You press the brake, and it's a solenoid that once you press the button, you hold the button, it keeps the fluid compressed to the front calipers, which locks your front wheels, and it's not engaged to the back wheels, so without forcing your transmission, it spins and then when you hit the gas pedal, and you let go of you press the button, you let go of the brake pedal, then the car is locked with the front wheels, you give it gas, your wheels are free in the back, and they'll spin free until you let go of the button it's a momentum switch. Once you let go, it disengages the line lock, and the car rolls away. That's roll control. I hope I explained it okay.
From what I've seen, it's one of the easiest ways to turn a car into a superhero.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But what Bud was saying there was that he never needed it. He had enough power to just do it.
Oh, of course. Some people don't need a line lock. Sometimes you just floor it. If you got enough torque and power to spin your tires, you don't need a line lock. You just burn your tires the way it is. Just give it a full throttle and go. But of course, some people don't know how to play with a manual transmission. It's kind of difficult. But anyways, it could be meant for automatics or manual transmission. There's your answer. And then we got King D225 on Instagram. Had this block machine and put together. I noticed that arrows on the pistons aren't going the same direction. Oh, that could be a problem. Will this be a problem? And what reason would someone do it like this? What reason? Well, first of all wedge engines, when they have an arrow in the piston, they're all facing front of the engine. Now, if I don't know what engine we're talking about. or they're pointing in different directions, something is wrong there. If you have the box, if you have the pistons or what type of engines, look into it. Don't get this engine running. Take a good look because something's going to go wrong. Those arrows are there for a reason, and if I'm correct, every arrow should be pointing to the front of the engine, left bank, right bank, and so forth. Okay, so take a good look before you do anything.
He included a couple of photographs. I'll show you, and if you like, we'll get back to him.
So I got pictures coming. Okay, I'll take a look at it. And then we have another one from Instagram. Oh, we have a lot from Nick's Official on Instagram.
They love you on Instagram.
Okay,
New picture every day.
Okay, Tree J69. Sir, what was the outcome of a 600 horsepower big block Chevy 427? All saw you take it apart. Never saw the rebuild and dyno run. Thanks again. Well, you know, this gentleman of mine's, customer of mine, bought this end, was supposed to make 600 horsepower, big block Chevy 427. Very low compression, 145, 150 psi. Of course, he never achieved the, we got 366 horsepower, and we never did anything with it. He picked it up, and we're not going to do anything with it right now. But he came to me last week and said, Nick, we're going to take this 427, and now my future plans for it, instead of redoing the engine, he wants to put a turbocharger on it or a supercharger. So who knows for the future? We're going to sit tight and see what happens if my client comes back and he wants to do this modification on this engine. So there you go. It's a low compression motor. It didn't make a lot of power. So that's what he wants to do, is put a turbocharger or a supercharger. That'll be something, eh? That's going to be good.
I love boost.
That's right. That's why I never went back on video to see what's going to happen. So we left it out until the customer decides what he wants to do with it.
Here's a question I've seen a few times in the comments. Do you prefer turbochargers or superchargers?
I prefer the superchargers. I love the whining sound. You know, like I drive the Hellcat, and you can see that when you drive down the chute and you give it a little gas and you hear it whining. I love that. Turbos, they're good, but I prefer the supercharger.
Seems to me a turbo is meant for a small engine and a supercharger is for a big engine.
Yeah, they install a lot of turbochargers on small engines that can't make the power, of course, like in Europe when you can't go more than 2 liters and you want more power. They have a lot of engines under 2 liters, so they put turbochargers to get the power to make the car move the way they want it to.
It makes cool sounds too.
Yeah, they do, but I still prefer the supercharger. Okay, we done these questions. And then, oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention my friend Wallace. He sent me a mask like this. He wants me to wear it. I have it from my friend Wallace. Thank you, Wallace. Gave it to me, so if I ever plan to go visit a grocery store, he wants me to wear it, which is pretty good. I have it. Thank you, Wallace. I'll wear it if I have to when I go to the supermarket, which I go as rare as I can today. Matter of fact, this is my second home from home. I don't go nowhere else but here or my house. But then again, if I go out to a store, if I have to go shopping to pick up something, I will wear the mask. And there you go. Thank you, Wallace.
It's nice that people are worried about you, Nick.
That's it. Thank you. And I want everybody to stay safe. And this is what counts. Right now, we have to fight this all together. And this goes for everybody around the world. Every one of you guys. Here it is, Roy from Louisiana. How you doing? From Boise, Louisiana. David Belly. Hello, Nick, from Lexington, North Carolina. I hope you get shake your hand one day. Well, I don't know about that shaking hand now. It's going to be a while, let me tell you. Okay, Kerry. Hi, Nick. George from Kerry and Mike from England. There you go, George, from England.
Merry old.
Mike, okay, here we go, here. Power Wagon, stay healthy. Thank you, Power Wagon. George, get this. Yes, Nick, George, and Vasily, take care over there. Thank you, George. And Frank, where is the cameraman's mask? I knew someone would come up with that question.
I've been using a scarf.
He's keeping far away, man. He's far away. Keep 8 feet away, George. Okay, Bill Dedrick, have you ever test driven a Buick GS 461 cars of the 86, 87 Buick Grand Nationals? I used to own an 87 Buick Grand National, 1987, with a 3.8 turbo. And you know, of the 80s, that was one of my favorite cars of the 80s. A V6 with a turbo, beautiful car. I owned one of them for a few years. Great car of the 80s. Let me tell you, that's a great car.
Nice sinister look.
Oh, it is. It is, sure is that. David Mitson, be blessed, Nick. Stay safe. You too, Dave. Gail, how you doing, Gail? Thank you. This guy's garage. I'd rather be blown. Oh, my God. All right. Hi, Nick. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you. That's Lars. Tony, Nick from Blooming. Missed that one down. Patrick, hello everyone from New Zealand. Wow, on the other side of the planet.
There we go.
Matt, hey Nick, stay safe. Love your show and channel. Thank you, Matt. Rob Byrne, hi from Petrolia, Ontario. Hey, Eric, happy Easter, Nick from Phoenix, Arizona. Jennifer, hey Nick from Denmark, Wisconsin. Will the Thrill, hello from Long Island, New York. Hello from Massachusetts. Brian, thank you. David, do you have the North Carolina flags yet, Nick? North Carolina? North Carolina?
I seem to remember having that one.
I think we do. Yes, I think we do have it. Actually, yes, we do. It's a reddish and whitish, half and half. North Carolina.
I'm learning about the flags, but I can't name them
You know, I know most of the flags. I don't know every flag, but I think we do have the North Carolina flag. Yes, I think we do. North Carolina. It's South Carolina I don't have. It's North Carolina. Yes, I do have it.
There we go. You listen to
Oliver,
Beach?
fix my Camaro, Oliver, in the living room. Oliver, good for you. This guy's garage, bad engine joke. Sorry, Nick's garage. Chevy Nova. Missed it. Here we go. Hello from Adeline, Australia. We love you. Hello, Adeline. Adeline from Australia. Doug Reno, what is for Easter dinner Sunday? Who knows? Harry, hi Nick from Philadelphia. David, do you think Indy 500 will run this year? Who knows if anything's going to run this year? I'm hoping to meet a lot of my viewers in Carlisle this year, and that's going to be in July the 10th. Who knows? It's a few months away. I have no idea, you guys, about the future. So
doesn't look like it. Montreal just canceled all their events for this coming few months. The summer.
That's right.
Festival city, no festivals.
Yeah, so up till July, we don't know yet. So most likely, everything seems unpredictable right now. Grab a gear. Can you please feature on your 71 Hemi Cuda you had? Wow, I had that for 27 years. That'll be a long story. Let me tell you. Come here in person. I'll talk to you about this car all day.
Tell us one story about it quickly, Nick. You hear so much about that.
You know, okay, I'll tell you something about that 71 Hemi Cuda. My brother and I had it. We used to do a lot of street racing, and it was a mean machine. Let me tell you, it was fun. We've had it since we got it in 1974, 75. Hemi Cuda, sassy grass green, and we used to race out behind the airport on Jaimes Boulevard, 32nd Avenue, down at Dunkin' Donuts on the East End. Yes, you know, we were Top Gun warriors then, let me tell you. And it was not the Machimoto we used to race the car with. We had another 66 Hemi we built. It was a mild build-up, and we had it in the car for so many years running, and we had a great time with it until we sold it in the year 2000.
Humbled a lot of other racers.
Oh, yeah. I wish I still had that car today, let me tell you. Thomas telling, we are still waiting for the car show season to happen. We all are. You're not the only one. Okay. Brian, Joy. Hi, Nick from Rocky Point, Long Island, New York. Love you, buddy. Stay safe and healthy. You too, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Take care.
Very generous.
Zach Anderson, do you have an online store for parts? Online? Yes, Mechanic Pièces d'Auto, or should I say Mechanic Auto Parts?
Right here.
It's right there. There it is.
Lovely place for parts.
Will the Thrill, what was the highest revving engine you've ever built? My brother's Hemi, 8,000 RPM, 426 Hemi in his NHRA Stalker. And we had it running on the dynamometer, and we did it quite a few times because my brother used to say, Nick, if it's going to blow, let it blow in the dyno, not in the car. And of course, he revs it to 8,000 RPM.
Look at our past videos for some footage of that beautiful car.
Yeah, as you can see some footage on that car. It's a yellow Challenger 1970. My brother Philip owns it. Zach Anderson, thank you. Thank you, Zach. Dustin Mayer, hi Nick from Dustin and Ami, North Indiana. Bill Hickman, good morning from Brisbane, Australia. Love ya, mate. Hey, mate. Power wagon. Whoa, 8,000 RPM. That's right. Ryan, be safe. Be safe. Hope to see you in Colorado. I'll be trying to bring my built pickup. Okay. Okay, next one. Engine Eugene, Chevy 265, 9,200. Well, yeah, the smaller the engine, the more you can rev it. Very good. Chris Chapio, hey Nick, from Florida. So that's where you're from, Chris, eh? From Florida. I read a lot of your comments. Let me tell you.
Lots of Chris, good to hear from you.
Yeah, Tyler Stevenson, hey Nick, Tyler with 389 from Ontario. See you when the highways open. Stay safe. Tyler, I remember I spoke to you for that 389 Pontiac. Yes, I know. I got to go to Ontario to pick up some parts, and the border is closed between Western Quebec and Ontario, of course. There's a lot of traffic there, so I don't want nobody driving around unless it's essential services. 79 Tasman, I ran at 318 to 8 grand a bunch of times. Good for you, man.
Nice.
The thing is, do you make power at 8,000 RPM? That's the question. Jesse Scott, hello Nick from Outer Banks of North Carolina. I do have the flag in North Carolina. It's the South Carolina flag I do not have.
Come on, Myrtle Beach.
Mario Robotany, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Wow, way out there. Danny Wilson, hey Nick, good to see you online. All is well, you and your employees. Well, right now I'm only down to one employee, just me and Vasily. Happy Easter from Mississauga, Ontario. Easter. Well, it's going to be a quiet Easter for everyone, let me tell you.
Well, we can still stay inside and eat chocolate.
Yeah, we have a lot of chocolate right over here, man. And you know, I've got a lot of chocolate from Sweden. I'm still eating it. A bit here and a bit there, you know.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Joe P, hello Nick, please visit Syracuse National sometime. I know they have a big car show. There are thousands and thousands of cars from what I heard in Syracuse, New York. I've been there once. I'd like to do it again. Daniel Baldwin, hi Nick. Hope everything's okay. Everything's good, man. Thank you, Baldwin. Frank, I can bring the parts to you, Nick. I'm from Ontario. Meet me at the border. You know, that's a good idea, Frank. Frank, do you know Terry McCann? Let me know. If you do, email me. I got to get this heater box so I can finish that Roadrunner. Kerry Williams, hey Nick, stay healthy. Thank you. You too, you guys. Everybody should stay healthy. Zorda, hello from Dallas. Nick, Texas. Hello from Max. Time for a Max Wedge. Yeah, I'd love to do one. Let me tell you. If someone brings in a Max Wedge, I'll do it. Angel Riz. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. Same here. I wish I could see you guys. Alan Field, Greek. Everybody Greek. Everybody Greek. True. Everything Greek. True. Well, yeah. I'm Greek. What do you want me to say? Man, this thing is going real fast now. Frank. Yes, sir, Frank.
767 people watching right now.
Wow, I can't catch up, man. I can't catch up. I can't catch up, man. You guys are. I wish I could have you guys all in the front here on an audience, like a stadium, so then everybody could throw me the question one by one, and I could sit there and answer everybody's question all night long, instead of trying to read it on a screen and talk in front of a camera to every one of you guys individually. But anyways, we have to do what we can, and especially today, we cannot do that.
Are you suggesting a marathon live show, Nick?
Yeah. Marathon live show all day. That'll be long, let me tell you. McGill Nelson, hey Nick, I love your channel. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. David Higginson, it says 747 on. Yes, sir. David Bailey, if you ever find yourself lost in North Carolina, come by Lexington. We have a bi-weekly car show. I'm sure you guys have car shows there everywhere.
Wow.
Power, that would be a marathon. You better believe it. Oh, it's going faster now. Look at that. Oh, how do we stop this now? Hold on.
Grab it if you see
Uncle Tony's Garage. Nick, you want me to rent you Uncle Kathy to read the comments? Yeah, you got Kathy there, right, Tony? Yeah, you're lucky. You got Kathy throws you the... It's true. I see you trying to read them also, man. It's not easy, Tony. I know sometimes they go real quick, and then sometimes you want to ignore them, and then Kathy throws you the questions. But sometimes, you know, like I try to tell everybody, try to keep them short. It's easier to read them faster. I'm not a very fast reader. I'm like yourself, and it's fun. We try to catch up on a lot of comments. We can't get them all. We try to make everybody happy. I'm trying to make everybody happy, but it's not easy. Anyways, we'll keep going, and we'll see where we at.
Marathon shows a couple of times, and both times they nearly killed him. The ones I watched.
Yes.
So we got to be careful with that concept.
Yeah, I like the one when where you were at the service station and you had your charger there, and Kathy's batteries were running low. Okay, Tony, we gotta give it up. Batteries are running low. But you had a lot of viewers that night, let me tell you, live. Matt Magan, stay alert, stay safe. Yes, sir. Bill Hickman, Uncle Tony's Garage and Nick's Garage for the win. Hey, Tony, love the street dart. Yes, sir. Yeah, he had the dart there. Yeah, I saw it. Hey, Nick, what happened with the White Ram Air Trans Am? White Ram Trans Am?
Ram Air Trans Am.
I don't know that one.
Are we talking about the Hingenfelter, what's it called?
I don't know.
The turbo white Trans Am that was sitting outside and wouldn't start?
Oh, maybe the white Camaro. It's in storage.
Oh, the Camaro.
Yeah, that's a Projar. Jeremy, hello from New Zealand. Hey, how you doing? Grab a gear. Do you have a 14 Hemis for sale? No, not anymore. They're all sold. They're all gone. Actually, I got 4 Hemis lying around my shop, but they all belong to customers.
We're building this one.
Chris Collison, have you tried my suggestion of using moving blankets for the fender covers? You know, we use all kinds of stuff on the fenders. We use blankets. I sometimes tape them down. I use fender covers. I use what I can. You know, sometimes you might see that We don't have fender covers, but you know what? We're very careful. We've never scratched any fenders, and we put blankets. I make sure we're not wearing a belt or a buckle or anything with a zipper that's going to scratch a fender, so we're very careful on that. Stay free. Bobby, thank you. Stay free. Eric Miller, Tony, great new series with the orange dart. There you go. Big Block 454s. Hi, Nick, to replacement for displacement. Yes, sir. Jeff Boyer, 39. Camaro Paxton Supercharger. That's it. It is the Camaro Paxton. Camaro.
That's the one he's asking about. Yeah, what happened? Did that sell or did they take it home? Or?
No, it's storage in the back. Rick, audience, you can, Nick, organize a Zoom light. Oh, yeah? Wow.
That's
Brian.
an online chat method we can do with a big audience.
Wow. Okay, maybe we should do that. Kev Lyon, Yasu Nick from Mopar for the Win Baby 318. What was the worst engine you ever worked on?
Ooh, the worst engine.
Well, no, I didn't have any. The only one I had was that second 241 Hemi. I was trying to line up on the dyno. The first one, 241, wasn't a problem. I had no issues with the vibrations. Yeah, the second one I had a problem with on the dynamometer. But you know what, you guys, a lot of guys ask me a lot of questions on this. Yes, you know, sometimes you get one-of-a-kind engine that you want to put on the dynamometer, which I've done with the 241 the first time. I had no issues. Then the second one came up, wasn't built by us. My customer just told me, put on the dyno, just get it running. 1 shot, 2 shots, that's it. I'm not going to run to a machine shop, start measuring this and that. It's time consuming. It was just 1 shot deal I wanted to do. Let me just see.
What's the number out loud, Nick? Stay tuned, people.
Sorry, you guys. Power wagon, Mopar, no Mopar. Oh yeah, Mopar, no par. Power wagon. Oh yeah, what was I saying? And then of course we finally got it. Okay, so I cracked the bell housing. I was using a flywheel without a flange, even the crank. They were both flat. The problem was the flywheel was not centered to the crank. But I know that it was going to break, except for the bell housing. Doesn't matter. We got that fixed. Nothing broke on the dyno. The engine wasn't damaged. We just did 2 tests. I did 1 test before. Everything went well, and that was it. Yes, and I don't charge the customer any extra time for running around doing machine work and this and that. So now I'm done with the 241. The next.
Come on, folks.
Let me hold on a second. I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
We'll just have a look at this in the meantime, folks.
Okay, I got it.
This beautiful.
It's okay.
Plugging your mic back in.
So, anyways.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Like I said, I get a lot of phone calls, so I'll take care of that later. What I wanted to say is that now I've got a 1956 354 Hemi I got to build. Of course, I'm going to build it here, and of course, that's going to go on a dynamometer. Okay, so we're not going to have the same problems with vibrations like we did with the 241 and the second engine. So I'm going to take a lot of time machining a part that I'm going to do only once, which I don't think I'm going to get another 354 Hemi on the dyno. But anyways.
Do we want to go have a look at it?
Yeah, it's right here. Let me show it to you guys. It's we're here. It's in pieces. It's in the back burner for now. It's right here. If you take a look. And of course, this is not the same setup as the 241. Again, I'm gonna have to play with the flywheels on this. So I'm gonna take a lot of time machining a part so I can make a few tests for a couple of 100 horsepower. Sure, it's time consuming, making the part, this and that. Making the piece is not expensive, but it's time consuming. But anyways, when the time comes, when we get it done, we'll see when it gets on the dynamometer, and you guys are going to see it on the video. Then you guys tell me what you think after that.
So people don't understand all the time. I think that these are customer projects.
Yes, you know, sometimes, you know, people think, like, I don't charge the extra time. You know, sometimes I've worked on engines on the dynamometer. Sometimes I had once an engine that I put almost 100 hours. I never even charged it 1 hour for the time I put on the engine, playing around with, what was it, a misfire that he had. Then we went through hell on it. But, you know, we put so much time, and my customer wanted to try this, I tried that. My brother wanted to try this, I tried this and that. We finally found the problem, but after, what, 100 hours maybe? No, actually it was like 70, 75 hours we put on the engine. I didn't charge them that. Then I said to myself, here I am now with another 241 Hemi. I'm going to go run around, kill myself, make a machine shop. I didn't charge you for that. But you guys, you know, you want to make one test? Keep it simple. One test, one good, bang, bang, out, finished. Then you got to, people think you're going to take a vernier. Yeah, measure it, this, that, space it. You got a type of flywheel. You got no flange on the crankshaft. Then you got to set the right bell housing. You got to space it because the old engines come with a spacer between the bell housing and the motor. But you got to understand, you guys, it's not easy sometimes. So anyways, I do the best I can. But for that one, okay, when I'm going to do a spacer, it's going to cost me money and a lot of time. For what? So I don't get 100 comments telling me, how come you have a vibration on the motor? Here, how's that? Okay? There, we're going to do it for you folks.
Something tells me you want to see things worked out, too.
Yeah, you know, okay, I don't want to damage a motor. I don't want to damage the dynamometer. But I just want to keep it simple. And, you know, yes, I do sometimes. If we have a lot of engines, I set up my dynamometer for these particular motors. But anyways.
Well said, Nick. Let it out.
I know. You know, sometimes things are not easy here. People come in, you know, they ask me to build them an engine, then I put on the dyno. Then I have to tune it up. I do the engine break-ins. I do valve adjustments. I tune their carburetors. I change jets. I try different carburetors. I try different timings. You know, it's not just building an engine. And then again, it's the same price. I put so much time into it. And the bottom line is, as long as the customer's happy, I'm happy. Oh, by the way, I want to mention something that we got in our mail time. What's his name? Bud, who sent me all these metal stickers. He makes these decals, and this was in the bottom of the envelope. So I said I wanted to mention it, that the LMT LazyWorks does these decals, and he's done a few of them for me, and he's done a lot of good work. From what I see, I went on his website. He does fantastic stuff. So you guys want something in metallic stickers like that? Bud is your man, okay? There you go.
Well done. Sorry we didn't notice your card the first time.
Yeah, sorry I didn't see your card the first time. When I went to put it with the rest of my envelopes upstairs in my office with the empty envelope collection, I looked into the bottom of the envelope. I found your card. I didn't see it when I opened it up. But now I'll mention it now for you, okay, bud?
He sure does nice work.
There it is.
Get your custom metal look stickers. They don't really show up on camera though, but it looks like a piece of steel.
Nice. Bill Hickman, are you the chambers of those semi-test heads the same too? Yes, they should be the same chamber. They should be both 170 cc. I'm going to measure it, but I'm sure they are. There they are. You know, it's going to be pretty interesting, you know. And we're not going to change nothing else, just the cylinder heads. No porting, no nothing. Just straight bolt-on.
It's only supposed to be about weight reduction then? Or?
Yeah. The only difference is on the steel head gasket, on the steel cylinder heads, we're going to use the 20 thou head gasket. And on the aluminum cylinder heads, we're going to use a Cometic 27 thou head gasket, which is a multi-layer because it's aluminum. So that's the only difference, is the two head gaskets. But besides that, valve sizes, no porting, no nothing. Same rockers, same cam, same piston, same intake manifold, 2 4-barrel setup. And we're going to do back-to-back on a dyno and see what happens. So this is, like I said, it's going to be pretty interesting.
Think you're going to fit that into one day?
No, but we're going to have to do a double day on it, George. Yeah. It's not going to be easy. We're going to take our time. You know, like I believe we have more time on hand right now, so we're going to do the best we can. I'm sure you viewers will be interested to see this. Here they are. So I got to assemble, I was just doing some measurements on these heads. And of course, these heads are bare. Frank, if you're watching, I got to assemble them for you. I've got your valves, but I've got your valve springs, but they're not going to work with the cam with your setup, and your retainers are too small. You got the wrong keepers. But anyways, I'm going to have it all set up for you the correct way. It's not the first time I do a 426 Hemi. So let's be sure. I got you the studs right here, so you can put on your motor mounts. And of course, you got the melting oil pump that came in from Mancini Racing. It's here. Came with your kit that you bought. Can't wait to get this one running. So my brother's going to design a nice cam for this one. It's going to be, he wants a flat tappet hydraulic, my customer. Wants to keep it simple. He doesn't want to adjust rockers. He wants more lift than a stock lift cam, which is 490, but we're going to go above that. I don't know the exact numbers yet. So let's get this going.
Do you want to give Phil a little plug. He's always the one designing those cams.
Yeah, my brother does a lot of behind the scenes work. Philip, my brother Phil, he likes picking cams. Yeah, he's very technical. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he knows the in and outs of engines. Of course, he races that NH race stalker. He does a lot of help with me. Sometimes when I start, I'll ask him the question. If he doesn't have the answer, he'll find it for me. But we do a lot of work here together behind the scenes.
And you've got 2 spare brothers after that.
And then I got my other 2 brothers. I've got 3 other brothers that supply me all the parts that I need for all these engines that we built here in the shop. No matter where I get them from, they go do their best and get them for me.
You got your own racing team going.
Oh yeah, we all have the same passion. We all have the same thing, so it's pretty good. We're all like one big team right here.
Sometimes I joke you're like the Greek octopus. It's one mind with 8 arms.
With 8 arms, yeah. Get those parts, like those exhaust headers for the 427 FE. If I find it, I'll put that on the dynamometer next week. Well, let's see. We'll take it one thing at a time.
See if anybody in the comments is mentioning those.
Big Al, Montreal don't need a line lock. I know, you just put your gas and brake foot and go. Big Al, Montreal don't need a line lock. Okay, Big Al. Dino Verviris, hello from Cincinnati. Wow. Sean Dunford, hey Nick, George, I've been shut down too. Plenty of time to do DVDs and running, and I lost it.
Oh, running
Dustin
on
Mayer,
empty.
sell me the salad.
Dustin. What he's asking about. Sean is asking if we watched the Running on Empty DVD, and I have started watching it. Ping.
There you go.
I'm always editing, but I'm 2/3 of the way into the film, and Nick, you're going to watch this movie. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm going to watch it. All right. Dustin was asking to sell me the satellite. Which satellite? We don't have a satellite. Do we have a satellite? No, we don't have a satellite here.
I watched one of the old satellite videos.
I don't know. Kev Carey, Nick, why does a Hemi piston make more power? Kev from Ireland. Wow. Why does a Hemi piston make more power? You know what they say, a hemispherical combustion chamber doesn't always make more power, but then again, it's unknown for, if you're going to talk about top alcohol racing engines, yes, they all use Hemi design cylinder heads with Hemi pistons. Do they make more power? Yeah, they do. But then again, today with so much technology, there's a lot of things that make power, not just Hemi pistons. This is the old legendary. When you had a Hemi, it was quick.
And wasn't it always the story that they could rev higher than the other engines?
Well, not always, because the weak point on this motor is the valve train. The push rod and the lifters don't go straight; they're all on an angle. So that's the weak link on these motors. But yes, a hemispherical combustion chamber Hemi was known to be like Ferraris. A lot of cars today have a Hemi chamber piston, which is like that. Yeah, so do they make power? Yeah, I would say so. I wouldn't argue with that. Big Al, message deleted by Melissa. Oh, Melissa's on her. She's on her toes. View deleted message. Big Al, what are you doing, Big Al? Melissa, thank you. Up in Wisconsin, she's taking care of it, our moderator.
Absolutely.
Melissa, thank you very much, Melissa. No spamming, please. My guy on Nelson, hey Nick, have you ever worked on an engine that has more than 8 cylinders? No, 8 cylinders is the most I've ever done. Jason Wolf, hey Nick, from Northern California, always a Dodge man myself. Good for you, man. Dino Veras, Yasu Dino. YW, what does YW mean?
You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry, I didn't know. I got to learn these short words in computer language.
Speech.
Okay, internet, eh? Joan Shenna, who had snow in PA last night? Pennsylvania. Here's the weather up there. How's the weather up there? We had a little wet snow here yesterday and today, but it's mostly gone right now. Get a big out, get that smack down. Harry Schoon, Hemi was designed for military aircraft. Really? I never knew that. Okay, Eric Miller. Melissa has the snap-on wrench. That's her. Dodge truck here. Michelle, yes sir. Dustin Mayer. Shout out from Warsaw, Indiana. Okay, Dustin, Indiana.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, man. Benny Hernandez, great channel, love it. Watching from Miami, Florida, way down in the southern tip of southeast.
They closed the Florida border, I heard.
I know, you guys are, at least the weather's nice down there. What are we doing? We go and we're stuck indoors and we have gray day. Doesn't matter, let it ring. Just gonna leave a message anyways. 318 will run. Hey Nick, shout out from 318 will run. 318 will run. There you go, buddy. Motorsports, Log Motorsports. Go ahead. Happy Easter, Nick from Florida. Thank you. You too, you guys. Happy Easter to everyone else, I should say, you know. Michael Schaffenberg, Monroe, Mitch here in USA. Andrew, hi from the UK. Andrew, thank you, man, from the UK. Dustin Mayer, stay healthy, buddy. You too, you guys, all of you, stay safe, stay healthy, man. Stay indoors. Keep your distance wherever you have to go out.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Yeah, you know.
We're going to get through this.
Yeah, we're going to get through this when? I don't know.
It's some hard work, but we're going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to have to fight this together, you guys, all of us.
There's already some benefits coming out. We can see it.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Paul from Happy Easter from Vermont, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Brian Chasse, Jalapi Pacha. Oh, whatever. Asshole. Wash your hands. We all wash our hands, man. Don't worry.
Again and again.
Again and again. Every minute. Look, my hands are so dry now because look how clean. Look how clean they are. Why? Because I keep washing them every few minutes, as you say. Dustin Mayer, summer below, we're coming. Yep. Steve J. Bonjour. Happy Easter. Gordon, Arizona is the house. Anisto Aleves from Trinidad. Wow.
Nice.
Kowalski Challenger shoot race at Cheetah's Freedom Factory. We'll win. Okay. Joe B. Greetings from Chautauqua, New York. Okay. Hey, Nick, are you doing any racing still? Sometimes I take my Hellcat, I go take it to the racetrack in Naperville. Yeah, once in a while. Ray Carnins, shout out from Ray and Julie in the UK. Love your show. Thank you, Ray and Julie. Thank you. Pete, happy Easter. Safe wishes from here in I missed it. I didn't bring it down. Martin Walk, Wisconsin. Bernie Reyes, have a happy Good Friday and happy Easter, Nick and George. There you go, George.
Thank you very much.
Kalopasca. Thank you, Brian. Happy Easter in Greek, you guys. Kalopasca. Rick Lauren, love your shows, Nick. Keep them up. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. The Bald Mechanic Heart Adhering. Hello from Manitoba. Bald Mechanic, thank you. Ernest T. Boss, hello from Louisiana. Okay, here we go. Paul Smith, I used to see the 1940s Dodge, Fargo's, Field Barnes. I don't see them anymore. What motors were in them? Those days, I don't know.
Nick, while we were just talking about Greek Easter, did you want to mention any of the special traditions that usually take place at your place this time?
You know, when it's Greek Easter, you guys, you know, the Greeks go in the backyard, they make a big feast, they take the lamp and they roast it, they have families gathering over, and you know, there's going to be a very strange, I don't know how they're going to do it, we're not going to do it, I don't know if they're going to do it because it's one of their biggest holidays of the year. Easter is a big thing for the Greeks, you know.
And big families.
Yeah, and the church is packed. There's a lot of gathering when it comes to Greek Easter, let me tell you. But today, this Easter, this year, I have no idea what's going to happen. I'll be honest with you guys, I have no idea. I know that my family and I were staying home. We're not going anywhere. My father-in-law is staying home. My sister-in-law is staying home. There'll be no gatherings whatsoever. And that's how it's going to be. So like I said, we all have to stay, fight this all together. So hopefully it's gone. So next year we could all get together and enjoy our lives again. And of course, for every viewer that, of course, and myself, everybody, get out of the house because I know you guys are all bored, staying home day after day. And, you know, a lot of people try to find things to do, make hobbies, try tricks, make videos, make music, get on the back and you sing like they've done in Europe. And it's hard, very hard. I don't know what to say. I don't know how you guys could do it, man. You know, like this is my place. I come here sometimes, and it's my second home from home, and it's hard.
We're very lucky to have all these folks out there on YouTube.
Yeah, but you know, this past week, I felt like I was in touch with you viewers because you sent me so many emails. I've been trying to catch up on the comments. I've got phone calls. No visitors whatsoever. I used to have a lot of visitors every week. Not anymore. For the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I had no one. Not even clients or anything like that. Just you guys. So now I'm more in touch with you guys with your comments and, of course, emails. So I feel like I'm in touch with you guys more than my clients in person here in my shop. So it's good. I like that, you know. If you don't have the crowds coming in, I got you guys, which is great. And I love you guys. I love it all.
Very nice.
Yeah. Frank Bartolone, why not, Nick? Nick, why not? Well, Nick, why, Nick, why? Why? We don't know, man. That's the problem in the world we have. What do you want me to tell you?
Let's hope we can have a late Easter.
Yeah, what's your favorite classic Ford motor from Asshole? Well, I'd like to have that's his name.
That's quite the name.
Yeah. Right, it's I like the Boss 429, even though I never had one. But you know, there's a lot of good motors from Ford. The Cleveland 351 Cleveland, the Boss 351, the 302 Boss, 428 Cobra Jet. But there are a lot of good motors. But the 429 Boss is a unique motor, and I'd call that very special.
But we're looking forward to getting a Ford on your dyno next.
And Big Al saying sorry to Melissa from Big Al, Montreal. It's okay, Al. Good man. You're a good man, Big Al. Good dad. No, it's okay, Al. There, Melissa just forgave you.
There we are. All's forgiven.
Might be used hand sanitizer allow on your hands. The girls use it. I have it here. I got Lysol. I got everything. Where is it? It's out on the front desk, anyways. Jesse Scott, I have a Jolly Roger flag for you. Okay, send it. Send it over. Power wagon. But you're an essential worker. I am?
Only partially. We were
Partially.
talking about this, that some jobs are essential and some are not.
Yes, that's right, man. That's right.
And certain garages have been getting busted for changing tires and stuff in Montreal.
That's right. Yeah, you know, we try to keep only essential works. Like if you had a flat tire, you come in, I'll help you. You got a burnt headlight, come in, I'll help you. But changing tires, no. Cowboy Choppers from Baja, Mexico. Hey, Frank Butler, no par, no car. Thank you for mentioning me. Okay, Frank. Cowboy Chopper, shout out from Cabo. Okay. You said it twice. Bob Young, I work.
They want to make sure you see it.
No, they're going faster now, man. I got a 4.8 Cleveland stroker, Nick, 750 horsepower. Nice. Good
Nearly
for you, man.
900 people watching right now, Nick. I think
How many?
broken
How
another
many?
record tonight. 880 something right
800. Hey, come on, you guys, make it 1,000. Sun King. Love the old Hemis. Yeah, sure. I love them too until that last one there on the dyno. Dustin Mayer got a 3.6 Pentastar build. Is it a good motor, 3.6? Yeah, I think it's a good motor. You gotta build it, man, 3.6. I don't know, I've never bought one. I've never done one of those. Hold it, I gotta see this one. Jay, hello from New Mexico. Huge fan of the show. Long time Whopper fan. I lost it. Where'd it go? I lost it. Jay here. Hello from New Mexico. Huge fan of the show and long-time Whopper fan. I driven a 09 Challenger T and own a 71 Challenger 340 convertible. A 71 owned since 1983. Needs restored now. Stay safe. Jay, thank you, man. You had a few cars to see.
Well,
Carter.
Came to the right place if he wants to restore it.
That's right. Carter, hey, Nick, what's up? Your favorite Camaro model? Well, I've got a lot of new Camaros, let me tell you. There's a lot of cars I like. I mean, in Camaros.
Who loves his Camaro.
Yeah, but I've got a 2002 brand new Camaro I voted from GM back in 2002. It's a Z28 convertible. I don't have it anymore. My daughter has it right now. So she's the owner of the Camaro that I've ordered 2002. LS1 engine, of course. Good engine. And, of course, it's only got 20,000 kilometers. The car's brand new if you see it, you guys.
Cherry.
All I've done is a few oil changes. It's got only 20,000 kilometers since 2002 I've owned it. Brand new.
Time machine.
Time machine, yep. Paul, can I send you some moonshine from the Howlers near Knoxville, Tennessee? It'll be 110 proof. I don't know if you could. I don't know if it's gonna go through the border, you guys. I'm on the other side of the border. I don't know about that. 110 proof. Wow. Good night, Carrie. Good night, Carrie. Alan Field. Gilicatu Kaloduguru from you, Nick. Cheers. Gilicatu Katalio for you, Nick. Cheers. Gilika, eh? That's in Greek. Alan Field. Thank you, Alan. Jeff, Virginia Beach. Virginia checking in. All right. Jeff, thank you. Daniel Scott, what's your thoughts on changing pistons offset in their bores? Well, you know, some people do it for one reason, to change the height of, you know, when you're playing with the compression height of a piston pin location, you bring it a little bit higher, sometimes to increase compression or, but I don't do that. I know Tony does that. Uncle Tony does it, but it works for him. But I've never done it. I do just simple standard forward setups, but it works. This is actually, it does bring up the, it does. It changes the, it changes something like, it brings up the piston a little bit higher, I believe. God, I've never done it. You know what? I'm gonna look into that. Kurt Keepers, I had to replace a head. Okay, we have it sometimes too here and there. Lots of love, Zaki. Thank you. Billy Tram, when are you going to build that slant 6? When I get one. I don't have one yet.
Dustin Mayer, hello to you and the whole crew. Thank you, James. I think you can get a 4.2 piston and an RB wedge. What would it be a 426? And a what? No, it won't be a 426 if you put no. In a 440 block, it's a 4.320 bore. You can't. A Hemi piston is a 250 standard bore. No, it won't be the same cubic inch. No. Tom Mita, Kiria Nico, Kiria Kiora Nico, Kiora Nick, whatever that is. Tom Mita, Kiaora. No. Steve 331, hello Nick from Providence, Rhode Island. Yes, sir. Jeffrey Rubbish, I'd like to see you and Uncle Tony calibrate. You know what? We're going to meet in Carlisle, so we don't know what's going to happen this year. We're supposed to meet in Carlisle in July in Pennsylvania, but now with this COVID-19, I have no idea what's happening.
And we don't have details right now, but there's rumors of a possible connection between Uncle Tony.
Yeah, you know what? If we don't connect there, we're going to connect in a different way. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll see. We're working on something. I'm not going to say until it's official, but we're working on something. Thank you. Mocha 78, hello live to hello live from France. Wow. That will kill, Frank, that will kill coronavirus. What will kill coronavirus?
That 110 stuff from where was he saying? From Tennessee? He was going to say.
Oh, yeah, that moonshine, 110 proof. Yeah, that will kill the virus. Imagine that. You breathe it and you drink it and you breathe it out. You're going to knock out the virus, man. Dan Piano, will you be doing any step-by-step 440 builds? Yes, I'll be doing the one on my 440 original motor that Melling supplied me all the parts. And yes, I'll be doing that. But I was going to get started on it. But the thing is, the machine shop that bores out my cylinder bores on these engines is on a lockdown. So until further notice, I cannot make a move on it until I get the block bored out. Hopefully, I could put it on film if I can. And the rest of the assembly as we put it together and off to the dyno. And it's going to be a factory rebuild.
We've done an hour, Nick. We're at the end of our usual scheduled hour. Don't know if there's anything else you wanted to squeeze in before we're done.
Well, what I want to say, I wish I could read all the comments.
They're never going to stop.
No, I know. They keep coming in.
Was there an engine we could start before we say goodbye? We haven't heard anything burn tonight.
No, it's because I don't have an engine on the dynamometer, you guys. I had that 427. I wanted to line up the Ford FE. The only thing is, I thought I had a set of headers in stock in my dyno room so I could get it running. So I did not have a Ford FE on the dyno for a long time. And I remember I had one last time. It was a 390, but the customer supplied the headers, and I didn't have a set. I have a lot of set of headers in stock for many American V8s. I don't know why I don't have this one. And I wanted to buy a set the other day, but my contact where I could buy these, I cannot get them. So then my customer is going to look into it and see if we can get a set. And then the manufacturer that wants to make a set for him is also on a lockdown. And if I can find some locally in town so I can borrow them, put them on the dyno, I'll be more than glad to put this on the dynamometer next week and put it on video. And whenever the video is ready, of course, it'll be up when the time comes.
And of course, we're going to keep doing lives every 2 weeks and
yes.
a new show every Monday morning
of
for
course.
as long as we can.
Yep. Did you hear that, you guys? Every Monday morning we put of course, Monday morning in Eastern Standard Time here in Montreal. We put a video up every Monday morning, and every second Friday night we're gonna have a live show here in my shop, and that's it. I don't know. Can we do more videos? We don't know. Only time will tell, you guys. I'd like to put up as many videos as we can. Depends what action we get, what activities we have. I'm going to try to keep materials going. Well, like I said, I'm working on this. I hope I don't get stuck with any parts that I need to get. This will be nice. I'm going to get all the parts I need. This is going to take a while to do, so I'm hoping to do this. And besides that, I don't know. I'm sorry I couldn't read all the comments. There's a lot. There's more and more than I can imagine. I wanted to say, you guys out there, I know you're all at home. You're watching whatever you can on television. I'm sure you're all seeing the same thing on the news over and over. I don't blame you. You'd like to see something different. I wish I had an edge on the dynamometer to run it, but I don't. Anyways, I want you guys to stay safe, wash your hands, keep your social distance, and keep away from crowds. And let's stay safe, and let's fight this all together for all of us. I know it sounds like the news right now, but it's the truth.
It's a good message, Nick.
And you guys listen to your governments, listen to your doctors, and let's get this thing over and done with.
We can do it.
We can do it. we can do it. We got to do it all together, you guys, okay? And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Subscribe and share. And, of course, watch us here on Nick's Official on Instagram. We put up a picture there every day of whatever happens in the shop or whatever. And, of course, thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
And of course, you guys have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
See you next time.
See you next time.